Hello everybody and welcome to this THORPE Park vlog where today we are going and heading over into THORPE Park to ride Hyperia, which is their brand new coaster. It's the tallest and fastest roller coaster here in the UK and it's going to be absolutely epic. I cannot wait to get on it. I've waited so long to get onto this ride, so honestly it's a really big special day for me. I've actually seen Hyperia from the car park and it's looking absolutely huge, so yes, it's going to be a bit terrifying, but I cannot wait to go and show you everything. I'll review it as well. Yesterday the queue got up to 300 minutes. Right now the car park looks quite empty, but it's 8 o'clock, so I'm not expecting us to hopefully wait too long. I don't think it'll be too long at all, but we're going to go through it. I'll show you what their process is like, because THORPE Park, I'll be honest, are really organised with it. They have like a whole plan for how they're going to organise the queue, so that's what we're going to do. But we're going to start heading over into the park now for Hyperia. But if you're seeing my face for the first time, a big hello from me. My name's Sam and I post lots of theme park, Disney, travel and lifestyle content, so if you like that kind of thing, make sure you're subscribing. But let's go and head into THORPE Park, which is going to be one of the biggest days in THORPE Park history. Let's go. It doesn't really pick up on this screen, but the UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster and Hyperia. Find your fearless. I'm actually surprised how quiet it is though, to be fair. I really thought there'd be so many more people here, but the entrance is literally empty, so it was good that we got here early. Obviously it's 8 o'clock, it doesn't open for another 2 hours, but I'm just glad that we're here, and then now we can go and just join whatever queue there is at the minute. Here, this is how they've split up. So walking towards the dome, you either go to all Hyperia queues which are there, which is your fast track queue for Hyperia, your main queue, your ride access pass queue, and your single rider queue. And if you want to go on any of the other rides, you go to the right hand side of the bridge and through the dome that way. We are about to go and find our fearless, so we are going through this way over towards Hyperia, which, if we just have a look, absolutely huge. It makes Thor seem so tiny. Go through on the right hand side, there's no entry to Hyperia there, so you're not going to be able to go on Hyperia if you go through that way straight away, but we're joining this queue line here which starts all the way from this point, so we kind of get this like backstage tour of THORPE Park, which is actually pretty cool. If you're a bit of a theme park geek, this is like a pretty cool experience, especially if you get here so early. But from what I can gather, the main queue line holds about 90 minutes worth of people, and then the extended queue line is holding pretty much the rest of it. So yesterday it reached 5 hours. Hopefully we don't have to wait that long. I don't think we're going to do that, but our first ride we're going to do, yeah, it's going to be probably our longest wait for it. I don't know, but there's literally nobody here. It really does shock me. Like, there is literally nobody. So I was thinking we would have to get up here like even earlier. I was expecting a huge queue, but I'm pleasantly surprised that there's literally nobody. But you're kind of walking past Vortex, through this Lost City area, and then you've got the extended queue line which is just going to be over there. In saying that, we're still going to have to wait like 2 hours for it to open, so you know it's going to still take a while. I absolutely love this entrance portal that they've got. This was for the press night, but I absolutely love it. Hyperia's just over there, and again your queue now splits into two, so you've got your ride access pass, step free access and fast track holders over there, and main queue and single riders over on that queue over there. You can also get your height checked. Sean, going to check your height. There we go, you're, oh, just under 6 foot. Whoa, you're getting tall. You're almost as tall as me. But actually, for Hyperia, you need to be a minimum height of 1.3, and there's obviously other restrictions, so check the THORPE Park website, but it's 1.3 metres tall you have to be in order to ride Hyperia, which is actually the lowest height restriction for a big coaster here, but I can actually see the queue is now here. I'm not sure if they're actually using the main line yet, I have no idea, but yeah, the actual like extended queue, we're about halfway through it I think. And here is the queue, so obviously it starts here and goes all the way down through Saw, all the way up to Hyperia. Right, so we're just sitting in the extended queue, and I love how people like bring like crosswords and things like that to do, and we bought snacks, so yeah, that's how they get it for our Hyperia queue, or our first Hyperia queue anyway, because I plan on doing it more than once today, but yeah, it's going to definitely be quite a while, as expected. I'm assuming they've opened up the actual Hyperia Plaza and the actual queue line, but I have no idea, but I'm absolutely loving this music. It's really getting everyone in the mood right now. I think the atmosphere is going to be so good today here. And the first snack of the day, a Belgian bun. Beautiful. And we've got staff walking the track, going down, just doing their safety checks before they start doing their test this morning. And you've also got THORPE Park staff like giving out food and drink and beverages and that kind of thing, because it's a very long queue. I've actually had to go and take off my overshirt too because it is so warm in this queue line. It's only literally just turned 9. So we've got an hour being held here before at least there's going to be any kind of movement, I think. But it is so warm. I've just in jeans today, like black jeans, so it is very warm. It's going to be worth it. I know it's going to be worth it. The reviews from yesterday and the press night are just so good for it. There's nothing like it in the UK, so it's worth it. It's also a great place to be to see Colossus testing and running later on, especially over here. I love Colossus. I've not actually been on it this season yet, so can't wait to get back on Colossus at some point.
A few moments later.
Right, so I just put on Facebook that Hyperia is going to be shut today on Saturday for the whole day, and sorry for the inconvenience, but nobody has come down the queue to actually explain that the ride is shut. So there's literally no communication whatsoever. A few people have left the queue, but I'm waiting for some sort of like announcement from the actual park themselves to actually come through, because fair enough, it's on social media, but so many people have travelled like miles and they're still letting people into the queue, which makes no sense. I honestly feel so gutted right now. I'm literally hoping that message isn't genuine. I know it is, but it's so frustrating. So yeah, he's saying it's shut all day. Okay, so as soon as staff started coming through, they've decided to give us a Hyperia fast track for the next opportunity that we can go on to Hyperia, which is obviously going to be a different day. They've confirmed that it is going to be closed for the whole day, which is so frustrating. You could have also got a one-shot fast track for another ride, which I didn't think was worth it. So we've got 3 Hyperia fast tracks, which obviously we're going to keep safe for our next trip. But yeah, we've got 15 minutes to park opening. I feel really bad for the staff to be there. Like, yes, it's frustrating that these things happen, but yeah, I mean, I've been up since like 6 o'clock this morning, and it's just what's happened. So we've got the rest of the park to go and explore. We're going to try and enjoy the rest of our day. But yeah, this is definitely an unexpected vlog because I was not expecting this to happen today. I'm gutted. I'm honestly so sad. They're still walking up the lift hill, to be fair, but yeah, just got no words whatsoever. But with Hyperia being closed, I think it's best to just go onto a B&M wing coaster, which is of course the Swarm here at THORPE Park. So we're going to go and head over to the Swarm. Obviously it doesn't open for about another 10 minutes, but might as well do it now. Yeah, I feel like everyone's gone and flooded into Ireland to get help and information. What I would say from my little experience of being in the queue for Hyperia, in order to prepare for it, just make sure that you've got like sun protection, because that's what I didn't have, which is really annoying, and make sure you've got like water, a portable charger, lots of drinks, lots of snacks, that kind of thing. Do something to keep you entertained. But for now, let's go and head onto the Swarm. Well, it only took 5 minutes. We're here in the Swarm station. Didn't take too long at all. The big thing now, though, is that THORPE Park need to make sure they are on point for every other ride that they've got here in the park, because you know everybody's really unhappy. Like, that's the thing, right? There's this whole like mood around the park now, so they need to really go above and beyond to try and sort things out. And I don't think a free fast track or a free visit particularly helps that. So I don't really know what else they can do or what they can offer, but it's not really good enough, and it's a really horrible atmosphere around the park. Everyone's in a really bad, snappy mood. Swarm was as great as ever. I love Swarm. It's such a great ride to get on. It opened in 2012 here at THORPE Park, and actually this is still the, well, it's not the newest coaster, it's the newest coaster that's open at the moment here at THORPE Park. So yeah, but anyway, they do keep announcing quite consistently the fact that Hyperia is not open due to unforeseen circumstances. They've opened up the like free return guarantee, so they do keep announcing that. I don't know, yes, it's good that people are informed, but I think it's even making the mood even more. I feel like I've been at a funeral. That's how it feels. People are just so not in the mood to be here, and it's just a shame. It's such a shame. It's such a bad atmosphere right now, but you know, we still need to go and enjoy it, and I'm going to try and enjoy it still nonetheless. So let's go and head to the next coaster that we need to do, which I think is going to be Stealth. And Stealth right now is the third tallest coaster in the country. However, only the second one, which is actually open right now.
So could you put that into
In first place is Hyperia, second is the big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and third place is in Stealth. But thankfully it's only a 5 minute. I am hoping though that these queues stay this low. I don't think they will, but I'm loving how low these waits are right now.
Stop scratching around in the dirt and learn to pluck this flower.
What do you think of Stealth?
Yeah, it's good.
Such a good ride, always like one of the best rides here at Thorpe Park. I absolutely love it. The force on it is just like insane. And I just wish now, like when I was on it, I was looking over at Hyperia and I'm just like, that's where I should be right now. But yeah, Stealth is as good as we're going to get today, or as high as we're going to get today anyway. The next ride we're going to head on to is Nemesis Inferno, which is now on 50 minutes. It's definitely getting a little bit busier on Park now. I think now everyone's got their Hyperia problem sorted. Now they're just able to go and enjoy the park. But on to Nemesis Inferno. So they put the mist on. I must say as well, because they've got the mist on, it's literally perfect for a hot summer's day like this. Cannot wait to have that mist. It makes it so cold. I love it. And if you know, you know, back row ride on Nemesis Inferno, always the best, the most intense row. I have to say, I absolutely love my ride on Nemesis Inferno. It was honestly brilliant, so good. I think it is my favourite ride here at Thorpe Park. Obviously haven't tried Hyperia yet, but that is my favourite ride here at Thorpe Park by far. The only thing I have to say, and it's only a little tiny thing, like when you've been on these rides so many times, you notice little differences. But I noticed that the lights inside the volcano were like bright white, like there was like floodlights in there rather than like the red volcano colours, which was just a little bit weird. It kind of ruined the effect, I think, in there, especially when there was all the mist. But I'll go through that way. But if you want to skip the shop, instead of going through there, just go down here. It means you get to skip the shop, which I don't mind doing, especially when we're in a rush. We're going to go and see if the Hyperia store is open. I think the only way you can actually go into the store normally is if you ride the ride, and then it's kind of like the exit to the ride, which, you know, Thorpe Park and theme parks, they love these like shops at the end, like a gift shop at the end. But I'm going to see if it's actually open, the gift shop, because I want to see what merchandise they have. You can see they've actually put a whole barrier blocking it. But it looks so big from here, especially now they've taken away all the temporary walls from the area. This is the first time I'm seeing it properly, and it is just giant. But it's so annoying they put this here, you can't even get anywhere near. And you can see as you look in, you've got the big giant sign there for Hyperia. It looks huge in person, honestly love it. And then you've got the coaster, which is just massive. Like, there's just so much to take in person. And Hyperia isn't even a themed coaster, so it's actually like a coaster that's more just visually stunning as it is. I love like the colours that they've used. It's just, yeah, like visually pleasing, and it doesn't need to be a themed coaster. You know, Thorpe Park has got past the point now. It's not particularly a theme park. It's more of like an amusement park, what we'd expect to see more in the US, and that there is a US quality coaster. Like when you think about SeaWorld and that kind of thing, just looking at it, it has that kind of look to it, so we're so lucky to have it. It's actually in an area, this area here is called Fearless Valley, which is like a new land at Thorpe Park. Thorpe Park don't really use lands as much, but it's nice that they've got Fearless Valley. It has a very light theme, but that's all it needs to do. So we've just gone and headed into the mega store, and they've got this lovely Hyperia t-shirt. It's £33 without discount, but it has the Hyperia track layout at the front, and then you've got Find Your Fearless Hyperia. It's like really lovely, I really like it. £33, but they only have it right now in extra large and extra large, which is no good for me. They also have these Hyperia hats, which I really like, that it's proper embroidered on, which is great. And also these wings for like Find Your Fearless, I absolutely love that. I like the gold ones, the classic gold, that's really nice. And they are £8. And finally, for the first time this season, I might be able to get on Colossus. I don't want to talk too soon, but they've literally just reopened it. It's the first time it's open today. It's now about 11:30, so it's been delayed for about an hour and a half. But finally, let's go on Colossus, and hopefully we'll actually get a ride on it. I do actually love this repaint that they've done of some parts of the track, and actually this tunnel bit here with that, I absolutely love that. and even the shop has been repainted this year, which makes it look so good. This is why I wanted to go on Colossus this year. Not all of it's repainted yet, but eventually it will. They're giving out Coke Zero Lemon, which cannot wait to try. And we just had our photo done by like Coca-Cola. There's like a promotional picture, I think. No idea what just happened there, but let's go and give it a try. Oh, it's quite weird. It tastes okay, like you can tell it's Coke. There's not much of a lemon flavour. But I'd buy it, but it's not really much different to normal. But it's refreshing on a hot day, so I'm glad it's a freebie. But I actually can't believe it was just used for a promotional picture. That is so funny. Right, so we're in the car after our day here at Thorpe Park. It's only 12:30, but I have to say, overall, it was a really disappointing day here at Thorpe Park. Like, I know these things they can't help, and if they found a fault or a technical fault, and you know, at the end of the day, safety is the most paramount thing here at these parks. So, yes, I'm glad that, you know, it is closed for the day, especially if it isn't, you know, safe to ride today. 100%, like, close it down for the day. But it's just frustrating, and I think. Like, what can the park do apart from give you a free fast track or whatever? But the communication wasn't great. I found out through social media first before any member of staff come down to the queue line to make an announcement, and then that man came down the queue line, said quietly that Hyperia was shut, and then expected everybody to kind of leave the queue line all happy, and then that just wasn't the case. So yeah, overall the park had a very like morbid feel. People were kind of holding a grudge against the fact that Hyperia wasn't open, rightfully, especially the people that had been there, you know, really early in the morning. Like, some people were getting there probably like starting their journeys at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So yes, I am completely in agreement. Yes, it's a frustrating day, it's a frustrating experience. Hopefully Hyperia will be back open soon, and then we'll be able to go and do it. And I think that's the benefit. Like, today everybody's got a free return, but that isn't possible for everybody. You know, some people have come from all different parts of the country, and that's not possible. Luckily for me, Thorpe Park's only like a 2-hour journey at most, so we should be able to go and visit for Hyperia again, and I think it will be worth it. I think it definitely will. Like I said, if you're going to go and join the queue nice and early like we did, just be prepared that obviously it may not open on time. That's still a possibility. It may not open at all, as we found out today, but just make sure you're prepared, especially if you're coming May half term. Bring snacks, bring sunglasses, bring something to keep you entertained, your kids entertained, that kind of thing, because it's going to be a very long wait. I reckon if Hyperia was open, we would have been waiting a good like 3.5-4 hours, I reckon, from that point. So just be aware of that. But overall, yes, it was a disappointing day. I'm sad that, you know, I wasn't able to share my review of our Hyperia, but keep an eye on my Instagram channel, because as soon as I'm able to go on Hyperia, I will post my review over on there. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching our misery of a day, make sure you go and hit in the subscribe button. Make sure you follow me over on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye.